Welcome everybody, this is Joe and Nicole from I'd Flip That, and check out all the awesome things that I found at the yard sales this weekend. First off, I got a lot of He-Mans and this thing works and it's so cool. Okay, hold on one second. Alright, so as you can see, I found some great stuff, although Nicole might think otherwise. But let's first get rid of the things that are just kind of in my way here. So I found these two masks. I wasn't sure who they were, but then I saw a tag inside this guy, and apparently they're masks that the band Slipknot wears. I knew they were worth something, but I looked it up anyways. They don't even have these anymore listed on eBay because these were from 2008.
Jesus.
And I probably should get, I think $80, and I paid $5 each.
80 each, you think?
I think 80 each.
Oh my gosh. I have to say, they're creepy. I want them out of my house right now.
And there was a Shrek mask with it as well.
Can you try that one on just so we can see too?
Well, it's not going to be as cool as Slipknot mask, but...
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably should wear that for the rest of the video.
You think so?
Oh, but you're kind of muffly.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it's pretty epic.
So I got the 3 masks at the sale. And also, as I'm ready to go, I noticed this little box. And I'm like, what is this? It said $60, and the lady wrote, I paid $400 for it.
What?
So I looked it up, and it's those swimsuits that you see the Olympic people, ladies wearing. It's like carbon fiber or whatever, power skin. So it's supposed to really maybe help them glide through the water. So I looked it up, and this is still new with its tags. The lady said she never wore it, which of course the tags are still on, but just the box is a little funky. I have it listed for $2.99.
What are the chances that we're going to see you try that on in this video?
What are the chances I don't want to ruin this because I'm trying to sell
otherwise you would?
Probably not. And then at the same sale, they had these 2 wood ducks. They were $5 for the 2. I grabbed them as well. So let's get him out of the way. All right. At another sale, I picked up a New Wave oven. I'm not going to sell it as this thing, but I'm selling the parts. This dome alone sells for like $40. The little trays or even the heating element on top, they all sell. You just part it all out. I'm probably looking at $60 to $70. And I got it as part of a throw-in when I bought, this is a car tester, so when your check engine light comes on, you know, you go to Napa or wherever, plug it in, and it tells you codes.
For all different car makes?
Yeah, as long as it fits the little plug-in piece, which almost everything is all universal of this plug-in, because
yeah, we should probably keep that for ourselves, just saying. We have car issues.
So there's a voltage meter with it as well. He was saying, just make an offer on everything, but this is $50. And I'm like, okay, that, whatever. So I'm like, if this is $50, and then he had also just a bunch of Harley Davidson shirts. So these are just all black, you know, from different locations. I ended up with 10 of them.
Oh my gosh.
This one is pretty cool.
Put that on.
It's all buttoned. It's gonna take.
All right.
This one's.
Just wanted to see you be a cool Harley dude.
And this one is from Poopy's in Illinois. It's a bar tattoo place.
Poopy's?
You would think they would be more Iowa. That's kind of an Iowa thing, I would think.
Ben Poitras is laughing right now because, for those of you who don't know, somehow back in the day, Ben started calling Joe Poopy. I don't remember why.
You don't remember why?
No, should I know? I don't know if I want to know.
he was like, "Oh, do you have any little funny pet names for Joe?"
Oh.
And you joked and said, "Oh, I call him Poopy."
No, I did not.
So then in return, I just call him Dookie. So.
Oh, okay.
And then another Harley. So we have a bunch of 10 of them. So I said, "How about 60 for these and the new wave and this?" And he said, "Sure," because they're moving and they just want all the stuff gone.
Good job, Poopy.
Yeah. So, at a sale, they had the whole weed whip, but they didn't have the battery. And of course, batteries always wear out. And it's $5. I've already got the weed whip in my garbage. I bought the whole thing.
In your garbage? What do you mean?
I don't want the weed whip. All I want is this.
You took it apart.
This thing will sell for $40.
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
the charger. So I paid $5, turned it into $40. Another cookie jar.
Talking cookie jar.
This one is different. I was like, I've never seen the gator one because we've had 2 lions before. So
I'll show you some tasty cookies.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
works. So $30, 30, 35, and I paid $3. So at a sale, moving sale, I went there, had no clue. I'm looking around, and all of a sudden, there's no prices on anything again. And the lady's like, "Oh, everything's free." And I was like, "Okay." I grabbed that. I looked it up too. If they work, it's $150, and I figured if it didn't work, maybe I could sell for parts, or I'd just thrown it away because it was free.
Everything was free at the sale.
Yeah, I ended up getting like a whole big shelf thing. So I was like, "Is that shelf in the corner?" And he was like, "If you take the stuff off and take it apart, nice." And I got it in my storage unit already.
And you only brought home 2 things?
Yeah.
No, I'm happy. That is huge.
There was nothing that great.
I'm so proud of you. It doesn't matter. You still would come up with stuff.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, he's learning,
So-
people. He's learning.
Plug it in. It finds different channels. I was in a bad part of my house, but the antenna's broken, so I'm going to be put foil on it and see if I can get it working. But if it works, I'm thinking $100, and somebody can rig up a different antenna, and it was free. These are like snowshoes. They're Denali Llama.
New with the tags?
New with the tags. They have $99 on them, and I got them for $20. And yeah, they still, even used ones are selling for $100 and some dollars. I don't think they make them anymore. They're just odd looking. They're like walking on
Snowmobile thing.
like scuba diver flipper flop. The flippers. I don't know how that works, but I grabbed it. So then while I was there, this guy just had huge shelves full of Hot Wheels cars and bigger cars. And I looked at the top of the shelf, and they had Skeletors, Snake Mountain, and then Castle Grayskull. And as he had it listed, he had all of they had 3 or 4 more vehicles. I don't even have them. They didn't make it to the table. With the guys, inside here is all of their weapons, all the weapons for this Castle Grayskull, and you wanted $200 for it. So I'm looking at it, and then he goes, "Oh, do you like other old toys like Transformers?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." So he brought out Transformers, and again, I don't even have room for them, but I already have this one listed, and this is just from 2008. This isn't even from the 80s, but I have this one listed for already $80, and I have people trying to send me $60 offers. So anyways, he pulls out Transformers. He pulls out a whole bunch of the G.I. Joes you can see up in the front, and I already have these twins listed for $49.99.
And what are these from G.I. Joe?
Yeah, from an '84.
For $50 for those 2 little twins.
Yes. They have their weapons. And then I also have this one listed for $80 as well. He's got all of his parts. So I'm gonna do really well with this. But just came out with all these old Transformers. This one makes the Devastator. You need all 6 of them from the 80s. I have the instructions for it too. I'm looking at least $100 on this.
But what's your most favorite one?
Well, this one brings back my childhood because I had every one of these guys except for like one of the arms.
Oh, dude.
So, but
this one.
yeah, this is Battlestar Galactica, the Viper jet. I have this one listed for 50, and it's got the little guy, which is a big thing because everybody loses a little guy. But the sticker's missing here. We'll see if that makes a big difference. But they go for around 40 to 50, and even if I take 40 for it. But yeah, you look back now and it's like how cheesy the graphics were on it. But this was like my favorite show because it was way before Star Wars even became huge. So yeah, so I got a whole bunch of Transformers, a whole bunch of G.I. Joes. I got a whole bunch of G.I. Joes in here. I have an old a Boba Fett as well from Star Wars from '77 and a Vader. The Boba Fett, he doesn't have his gun, but he'll still go for about $40.
Jeez.
And Vader.
And what did you pay for this whole lot?
So he messaged me what he thinks, and he said, "How about $325 for all of it?" And these two castles with all of the He-Mans and all of the weapons, plus I have the He-Mans from a few weeks ago, I'm going to add to it. I'm probably figuring $400.
Do you have an actual He-Man that came with it?
I do.
It's okay. I just wanted to
Yeah,
know if there
I
was
have
one
two.
with the collection.
I have two of
Okay.
them. So, yeah. So I'm thinking $400 just for these alone, and I mean 80, 40. Yeah, I should do really well with these. So, and then there was some Build-A-Bear bears. They were $1/4 each. If they're worth anything, I'll sell them. Otherwise, they're going in boxes to help me pack. And Flounder might be worth something. He's a smaller one. I have the bigger one. Maybe I'll put the two of them together. Yeah. Otherwise, looking at everything, I think that is all that I found.
That's all. That's all he found, you guys.
That's it.
Not very much, because as you can see, this doesn't have to fit anywhere in my house or our storage or anything, right?
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Well, thanks for checking us out. And if you are a He-Man or a G.I. Joe fan, check out our eBay store because there's some really cool new finds that are going to be listed, probably listed today, right, Joe?
I have most of the day free, so yes.
All right. Thanks for checking us out. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.